Tonight we have a seasonal offering from Bell's Brewery in Michigan, Grand Rapids, I believe that area, wherever it is. This is their best brown ale. It's their fall beer, 5.8% ABV English brown ale. Very good scores on Beer Advocate. Gets an 86, which is decent. 93 on Rate Beer. Again, just completely obliterating my theory that Beer Advocate usually is rated higher than Rate Beer as far as people's ratings go. They boast a smooth, toasty brown ale with caramel and cocoa. Not too much information on this, but you see the owl right here, signifying Halloween, I guess, fall kind of time. This was packaged August 14th, so definitely fairly fresh. Enjoy the smooth brown ale when autumn takes us on a colorful, now this is kind of colorful tour into winter, colorful something into winter. Thankfully, Best Brown Ale's toasty malt character makes a delicious beer for all types of weather. So here we go. It's an English brown ale. It's like Newcastle, that kind of style. So this is really not just a fall beer. Kind of interesting that they would choose an English brown ale for a seasonal. You would think that they would join the pumpkin wave maybe. They don't really have a pumpkin beer, I don't believe, at Bell's. Or maybe even Oktoberfest. But we pour her into this mug, and we see the brown ale pour. It's a brown ale, and guess what? It's brown. So the head on this probably about 1 1/4 finger, possibly. Let's get the aroma right now of Bell's Best Brown Ale. Not really getting too much of the caramel essence from the aroma. Just a very slight hoppiness, very slight graininess to this beer. Just not much of an aroma at all. But then again, it's a brown ale. Not really expecting too much. Look at the taste now of Bell's Brown. Tell you what, not bad. I'm definitely getting that tasty kind of caramel cocoa flavor that it commercializes. And as I mentioned with Newcastle before, I'm not a huge Newcastle fan, and this to me is a beer you could, believe it or not, it's a beer that I could see being a fall beer, even though it's an English brown ale, which is not a style that I would normally think of being just, hey, fall seasonal. But this beer does taste like fall. It's got a very, very almost roasted malty backbone to it. Very lighter than a stout, obviously. But just a beer I could kind of see with the turning of the season. So maybe Bell's had this down in mind, and they thought of it pretty well, actually. Completely going against my logic, if you want to even call it logic. I'm going to go ahead and give Bell's Best Brown Ale an 8 out of 10. I'm really impressed by the English Brown Ale being a fall seasonal, their choice of that. I would love to interview them and see where they got that from. As far as the pour, it looks like a brown ale, definitely looks like a brown ale. Aroma probably is the least impressive of everything, just not really getting much of an aroma from this beer. But the taste is just full-bodied and just a beer that you could just totally see drinking while you watch the leaves change the color. So definitely a good sessionable brown ale at 5.8%. So hence the 8 out of 10. Bell's does it again. Thanks.